Uh, the last laugh is the best laugh. Motherfuckers that laughed at me, yeah, asking me for favors now. Want it done right, do it yourself, nigga. Where I'm from, you only famous when you die, nigga. The last laugh is the best laugh. Motherfuckers that laughed at me, yeah, asking me for favors now. Want it done right, do it yourself, nigga. Where I'm from.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the Hotel Chronicles. I'm Nate Dogg. If you've just come into my channel, this is Thursdays. It's for the Hotel Chronicles. I'll be doing a live later, but any other day I post a video. Those are just my regular videos. These are just the Hotel Chronicles. This is basically the Hotel Chronicles are stories that start in my childhood and go up from the youngest I can remember and up. Just to give a lot of my viewers were asking for a background about me and how I grew up and how I came up. Today we're gonna go all the way back to preschool, right? um, and talk about a gentleman named Leroy, right? So my aunt was dating a young man. He was a neighborhood drug dealer in the regular neighborhood, right? And he used to get a lot of money, you know what I mean? This, that, he used to always take us to the candy store. Y'all go ahead and grab what y'all want. And back then, and then in these days, um, uh, for $1, you can get a bag full of candy, right? But so one day I'm at the house, you know what I mean? And I'm sitting in the front room, and I noticed that Leroy is drinking, chilling, hanging out with my auntie. And mind you, I'm only like 4.5, right? Really, no bull crap. I'm only like 4.5. And they're sitting there chilling and drinking, and I'm just, sitting there as a kid. Now, Leroy always had a bundle of money in his wallet. Or in his pocket, excuse me, in his pocket. So pause. So understand that I grew up in a pretty broke area, in a pretty broke family. We were underprivileged at best. So to see a bundle of money to me was exciting, to say the least. Okay, so now Leroy always had like a bundle of money in his pocket, right? So I go and they fall asleep from drinking, right? They fall asleep, and when they fall asleep, hold on one second. Gotta text the wife. Um, so they fall asleep. So I wake up for school in the morning, right? I'm in preschool. Facts. I tell no stories. I tell stories, but I tell no lies. Remember that. So they fall asleep. So I get up for school in the morning. Leroy sleep. We slide up in here. Oh, I got the knot. So I'm out with the knot, right? 4 years old, right? I'm 4 years old. Like I said, I'm slide out with the knot. I go to the little tire change spot at the end of the street, and they had a Coca-Cola machine, the old school Coca-Cola machines. You're too young, you might not understand, right? Back in the days, we used to have soda machines that you open the door to it, and then you put your money in, you open the door, and then it'll release a bottle of Coca-Cola. Go in my comments if you remember that, if you're old enough to remember that. But so I get some change. I buy like 4 sodas. I'm 4, right? Stomach bubbling, right? Stomach hurting. So I go to school. I had a preschool teacher. So I walk up on this preschool teacher like, what's happening? I'm 4. Here. And I give her the whole knot, right? Give her the whole knot. Off top, she immediately called my mom. Call my mom, tell my mom, bring me home. Get her money back to Leroy. And here's where it gets dark. My mom told Leroy he could handle the situation however he chose to. Right? You know what rawhide is? You know what rawhide is? My mom had a long strip of rawhide with knots tied in it. So a long strip of rawhide with knots tied in it. Leroy took me in the room And when I say he tanned my hide, because I'm not trying to get demonetized, he tanned my hide. He whooped me with that piece of leather, raw leather, with knots in it, and whooped me and whooped me and whooped me. And I told myself, if I ever see Leroy again in life as an adult, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna beat you up, Leroy. So if you're watching this video, you're probably an old man now, so I'll probably give you a pass now. But if you're not, yeah, I need that, bruh. I need that. Let me get that run back, right? So let me go ahead and jump up to 5 real quick because that was a short story. Cold story about something that happened to me, right? So I got a sister. Everybody knows she's a year younger than me. I call her my twin. Y'all know about it. Boom, if you're on my channel. So we living in the Manors. Anybody who don't know Sacramento won't know what I'm talking about. Anybody from Sacramento will know Manors is just a little Strawberry Manors is just a little corner inside of Del Paso Heights. It's called Strawberry Manors because back in the days before there was housing there, that used to be a whole bunch of strawberry fields. Boom. We're living in the Manors, all sconce. And we at the house, we lived in a duplex, and my mom used to go to Miss Augustine's house across the street and play cards at night, right? This night, me and my sister and my brother and my baby sister at the house. No, wait, I'm 5. My baby sister wasn't born yet. No, she was. She was just born. She was infant. She was just born. So I might have been 6, 5, almost. I might have just turned 6. So, because I remember my baby sister was just born. So we in there, my sister, my that's a year younger than me, she keep, come play with me, come play with me. I'm watching TV, man. I'm watching superheroes or something, man. He-Man or something. Whatever I'm watching, I don't want to be bothered. Leave me alone, right? So she got this doll. She's like, come play dolls with me. I'm like, I don't play with no dolls. Move. Leave me alone. You're going to play with me. So I grab her doll, right? Snatch the head off of it and throw the head, right? Like, get away from me. She start crying, right? I ain't paying attention. I don't notice. She run and get the doll, run out the door. So I grabbed the doll, like, come here. Come here. Popped it back on, right? Because, you know, they used to pop off. Popped it back on here. Just leave me alone. She run across the street to get my mom. Now, if I'm being totally honest, I was scared to death of my mother at this time of my life. You've heard of the Flint syndrome? The Flint syndrome. I was so afraid and abused as a child by my mother that my mom couldn't move anywhere near me and I would flinch. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's called Flint syndrome or something like that. But she ran across the street to get my mom. Now you got a woman that's been drinking, playing cards, mad, on her way over here to talk to me about some stuff. Now, how do you think that's going to turn out? I'm just saying, how do you really think that's going to turn out? She come in the house. Why you messing with her dog? Man, I fixed it already. I didn't say it like that. I was like, Mom, I fixed it already. Why do you? Right? Knock me down, right? Little 50-pound kid, whatever. I don't know how much I weighed, but I was a little dude, right? Knocked me down. Stomped me out, right? Yes, stomped me out at 6 years old. Stomped me out. 1st grade. Kindergarten, 1st grade. Stomped me out. Then I'm sitting there watching TV, right? I'm sitting there like this. Y'all can see me, right? I'm sitting there. She's sitting on the couch behind me, and I'm like this, right? You see that? I'm like that. And then I keep. So she yelled, "Why the hell you keep moving?" I don't know. My shoulder hurt. She like, what? She comes. She pull my shirt, right? And when she pulled my shirt, my collarbone was sticking out, right? My mother had stomped me so bad that she dislocated my collarbone at 6 years old, right? So she called my grandma. We ain't had no car. She called my grandma, come get it. He got to go to the hospital. Grandma said, I'm on my way. Boom. She get off the phone, my mom. When they get here, now mind you, my mom is of the larger individual. She's 5'10", she fresh off having a baby, so she's 5'10", about 270 at this time. So she's not a little woman. So she said, tell Grammy, my grandmother, that we were wrestling outside and I fell on you. And that's what happened to your shoulder. For sure. Victim of Munchausen syndrome. No problem. Get in the car, tell my Grammy, like, what happened? My mom fell on me when we was wrestling. What really happened? My mama fell on me when we was wrestling, Grandma. So, come to find out, my mom had to go to the hospital too because she still had the staples from her C-section in, and she popped one out, stomping me out. So, needless to say, from the first story, it never pays to steal. Got my ass whooped. Love your siblings. Don't bully them, man. Don't bully them because you might end up with your collarbone broke. Either way, man, stay loyal. I'm out.
I've been on my shit lately. Running up a bag, I need my chips, baby. Never let a bitch play me. She just wanna smash, but this dick ain't free. I be on the road tryna lock it in. Talking on the phone when I'm clocking in.